out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. All right? Verse 3. Because from verse 3 now, this is where I want you to place your attention. That's why I want you to follow me. Because going from verse 3, he's going to only be speaking about sorcery, the occult, witchcraft. And he's going to put great emphasis on these things. This is important to note going forward because these become the components when the rituals are performed at altars to alter the destiny of a person. So watch this now. So in verse 3 of Exodus 20, God says to them, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me," small g. Verse 4 of Exodus 20, "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, no shrine, no idols, none of that. Any eight graven or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above or that is in the earth beneath." So don't go making no images of star, moon, fish, and so on, and worshiping these things. He's telling them all of this, because all of this is sorcery, okay? "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth." Watch this now, verse 5. "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them." What is this them? The them is the paraphernalia of sorcery, such as idols and shrines, altars, and so on. Do not create them, no, first of all. And worst case scenario is to create them and then bow before them. So he's saying in verse 5, "Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God." Okay? So we get that so far. So far, he's telling us, listen, do not be caught up in the occult. Do not serve any other God other than myself, your God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? But here is now where the destinies are altered if they disobey. So he says, "I am a jealous God," meaning that if you decide to go and serve these gods, and let me be clear, because most people say, "Well, I have never served any other God because I've never bowed to any other God," and none of that. If you were doing sorcery, witchcraft, voodoo, obeah, juju, whatever your country call it, if you went to the witch doctor, the Sangoma, the juju man, whatever, anything that you are practicing outside of the God of Abraham, you were involved in what I'm reading right now. And the same penalty applies. So God says, "I am a jealous God if you decide to do this. And here is what I'm going to do." He says, "I will visit the iniquity." And iniquity is the abuse or the repetition of a particular sin. In this case, the subject here is witchcraft, idolatry. So when he says, "I will visit the iniquity," I will visit these idols and these stuff that are literally laden with evil spirits, because they're going to be the one managing the curses that you became involved with. I, God, am going to visit them, listen now, visit them on the fathers, I'm visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, the current children. Watch this now, unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So here is what he's saying now. And this is a clear example how curses can be levied on a person before they are even born, as a result of what the bloodline is involved with. So this child who had on their lives, Ephesians 1 verses 3 to 4, they had their package. But you are now looking at a spiritual law that, if followed, can and will alter the destiny of the child. And in this case here, because of this iniquity, it is already pre-programmed in the bloodline that these children, the future generation who aren't even born as yet, are cursed already. In other words, there is a package awaiting their birth into the world that is programmed with failure, programmed with restrictions, programmed with limitation, programmed with mysterious death, vicious death, suffering, paralysis, you name it, all a package deal, because their ancestors, their parents, decided and was ignorant to some of them these rules, not knowing the spiritual implication, okay, that will speak to the future generation. They have no idea. They have no idea that they are under the curse we spoke about last night, because these things are considered abomination, and they are marked for destruction. They will die before their time.